but it can deal 6 damage on you now to finish the game and get 6 life back, going back to 20. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Mono Black Midrange deck. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at MTG_Barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my tier hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click on the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import directly to your MTG Arena. So this is a Mono Black deck, which means it's a only black deck. And let's begin talking about the deck performance. I played 9 times with this deck here. I won 5 and lost 4. I lost 1 time for a random encounter, another time for mono white tokens, another one for a reanimator, and my 4th loss was doing my bad luck because I just draw lands and spot removals. And the deck don't work if you don't have creatures and if you don't have drawing genes. If you just get lands and spot removals, it's really hard to win the game. So the 4th loss, it's like my bad luck. The reason it was my bad luck, depending on the perspective, but I'm just informing you that. And don't forget, basically, that wins rates go up and down a lot depending on what decks you face in your matches. So if you get this deck here and play on another day, maybe you are facing different decks than mine, and you don't hope to have the same win rates. Maybe you will be better, maybe you get a lot more defeats than me. No matter, it's just to understand how was my reality in the moment that I was recording this gameplay here. So let's talk about the deck. We have a lot of spot removal, Long Goodbye, that we can destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana value 3 or less, and this spell can't be countered. We have Shoot the Sheriff that destroy target non-outlaw creature. Remember that outlaws are assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and warlocks are outlaws, so we can't destroy this type of creatures here. We have Strategic Betrayal, target opponent exiles a creature they control and their graveyard, so it's amazing to use against creatures that has ward, for example. We have the Archenemy's Charm that you can choose one. Normally you will use the exile target creature or planeswalker, but you also can use the return 1 or 2 target creatures and or planeswalker cards from your graveyard to your hand. And also you can put 2+1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. Also we have the Tragic Trajectory. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and it has the Void mechanic. That creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. So basically, if you want to use the -10/-10, you attack, and probably you attack if you think that you will lose 1 permanent in battle, or your creature or your opponent will lose some creature in battle, and then you play the Tragic Trajectory to use the -10/-10. And also we have some creatures here. We have Cecil Dark Knight. It has Death Touch. It has Darkness that says whenever Cecil deals damage, you lose that much life. Then if your life is less than or equal to half your starting life total, untap Cecil and transform it. In other words, if you are down to 10 life in the moment that you attack with Cecil or less, you will transform Cecil and it will become a 4/4 creature with lifelink. And with the Protect mechanic, whenever Cecil attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. So it's a way that you have to keep getting some life back, because the Cecil deals damage to you, and the Unholy Annex also deals damage to you, that I will talk later about this. We also have here the Sunset Saboteur. It has Menace. The ward of this creature here is discard a card, and whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature an opponent controls. And a tip here, if your opponent has a creature with ward, you can choose the creature with ward, and then you do not pay the ward cost, so they will not receive the +1/+1 counter. It's a tip here that I find out when I was playing with the Sunset Saboteur. Also, we have here the Preacher of the Schism. It has Death Touch. Whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for most life, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. And whenever this creature attacks while you have the most life, or you are tied for most life, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. When you are tied, you will do both. You will create the token and you will draw the card. And also we have here the lowest Pompous Pillager. This is not a good card when it begins in your hand. However, if you get this from the medium to the late game, it will be amazing. Because it has lifelink and Lois enters with X +1/+1 counters on him. When Lois enters, he deals X damage to target opponent. And as it has lifelink, you will get some life back. So let's say that you spent 7 mana to do this. You will receive 5 life back, and it will enter 5/6 creature with lifelink. So it's amazing. Sometimes you can give that final damage and get your opponent off guard. It's a surprise factor that you can finish a game with it. It's an amazing card. It's just not good to begin with on the first hand, but whatever. Sometimes it happens. And also we have here the Unholy Annex. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, otherwise you lose 2 life. So basically, we can get the demon with the Ritual Chamber that costs 2 black mana and 3 colorless mana. And when you unlock this door, create a 6/6 black demon creature token with flying. So basically, that's a way that you have to play a demon and keep receiving 2 life back and dealing 2 damage every time you draw a card at the end of your turn. And also we have here, of course, the Soulstone Sanctuary. That's a land that you may pay 4 colorless mana, and this land becomes a 3/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types. It's a show land. Well, if it has all creature types, it means that it's a demon as well. So sometimes if they destroy your demon here, you can play a Soulstone Sanctuary. You can transform this land into a creature, and it will count as a demon, and you will be able to cause 2 damage and receive 2 life back every turn you play. You draw a card at the end of your turn. So basically, this is the deck here. It's a very fun deck to play. If you enjoy playing with Mono Black, this deck here, it's amazing. It's a very fun deck to play, and you can rank up quite well with this deck here. You will not rank up as fast as you want, but you will be able to rank up, even going to Diamond and beyond maybe. It's a great deck to try. So let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, we can keep 7. We have 3 lands here. We can begin with Assassin. And we have Strategic Betrayal on turn 2 if we need. Okay, we don't need, so let's attack. Let's only attack. And we can play Unholy Annex on turn 3. Let's attack. Okay, no problem. And now I believe that we should play a Sunset Saboteur. So if they want to cast another spot removal, they will have to discard a card. Okay, what this thing does, at the beginning of your end step, 2 target players each reveal the top card of their library. They each lose life equal to the mana of the card revealed by the other player. Then they each put the card they revealed into their hand. Okay, we can use the lowest to get some life back. Let's attack. And let's play the Preacher of the Schism. So we have more life points than them. Okay, they are getting what? Unholy Annex. It's not gonna be a real problem to me, because am taking damage every time I draw a card. Actually, every time you draw a card, I will take some damage. So if you decide to remove my Unholy Annex, the only problem is that I'm losing the Ritual Chamber. Yeah, of course, Unholy Annex. Okay. Ah, I got a swamp. Great. Let's attack. They are now down to 5, and we can deal only 3 damage. So let's play a Preacher of the Schemes. No, I will not play a Preacher of the Scheme because they may have a global removal. Yeah, of course they have a global removal. We can play the Preacher of the Schism again. Let's see if they're going to take some damage when I draw my card here. And then I can play a Lewis. Okay, you got 2 life back. Let's see how much damage you are going to take at the end of your turn. Okay, they got 2 more life back, man. Annoying. Very, very annoying. Let's see how much damage do you take. Oh, I got another swamp, man. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, they are now down to 7. And we can play a Lewis, paying 5 for the X. So we get 5 life back and they take 5 damage. And I have another one that I can use to finish the game, if they don't get life back, of course. Let's hope for the best. Even if you destroy all creatures, it's not a problem for me. And actually, you can lose the game at the end of your turn. Okay, now it's a problem. What are you going to get? Oh, Day of Judgment. Nice. Very nice. Because you would die at the end of your turn. Actually, you would not die because I just got a land. But I can deal 6 damage on you now to finish the game and get 6 life back, going back to 20. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, we have 3 lands here. We can play Preacher of the Schism. We have Shoot the Sheriff as a 2-drop. A Long Goodbye. Okay, we have 3 spot removals here. Giada. Okay, we need to kill this. We need to destroy this creature. Actually, I should have used Long Goodbye. But, okay, let's play the Preacher of the Schism. And if they cast another angel, we have Long Goodbye. Or Archenemy's Charm or something like this. Okay, what we can do? Let's attack, let's see if they want to block. If they want to block, it's just fine for me. Next, okay, no problem. Let's play the Swamp here. And it gives -2, okay, it will not help. Let's use a Long Goodbye. Roaming Throne. Nice. Let's attack. Let's see if he wants to block. If you want to block, it's just fine. Okay. Great. Let's play a Sunset Saboteur. Exemplar of Light. Well, I can attack, and you can't block with your Example of Light, my Sunset Saboteur. What can I do? Let me see here. Non-land permanent. Okay, I can attack with both. If they want to block my token, I believe that will allows me to use the trajectory. Yeah, with a -10. Great. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let's play a Preacher of the Schism. And let's keep attacking. Ultima, oh, come on, man. I didn't see this coming. Let's play Unholy, actually, a Ritual Chamber. And then we can draw some cards with Unholy Annex. They will have to cast another... Okay, it's just a Yafu Valkyrie. Okay, it's two of them. Let's attack. And what we can do, we can unlock here, and we can unlock the other one. So it's gonna be 4 damage, and I will get back 4 damage, 4 life back. And we can finish the game again with the Lois Pompous Pillager. That's gonna be a surprise factor to them. I don't think that they have an easy way to get life in the actual circumstances. Well, I believe that they don't have an answer. Okay, that's it. They don't have an answer. One more game, one more victory. Yeah, we have 4 lands here. We have an interaction on turn 1, turn 3, and turn 3. We need some stuff to play on turn 2. But we can keep 7. We have enough lands here. Okay, don't think that they are going to play anything on turn 1. Great. We have a 2-drop Chocobo. Yeah. Chocobo. We can kill with the Tragic Trajectory. Great. Oh, they can... My bad. Forgot about this. They can increase their... Nice, I forgot. They can pump, sacrificing their land. Think that we should play Preacher of the Schism, maybe. Frenzied Baloth. Yeah, let's play Preacher of the Schism. Mossborn Hydra. I think that we should take 5 damage. Yeah, we don't have option here. We need to block. Now I need another spot removal, which we don't have. Let's play a Cecil and a Strategic Betrayal. Ice to Explorer. In another land, okay. We need to destroy their Mossborn Hydra. Okay, great. Now we have Long Goodbye, but I believe that we should play the Ritual Chamber first, so we can block and I avoid their attacks. Okay, great. Let's play a Soulstone Sanctuary, Unholy Annex, and let's hold. Don't want to attack. They will take damage anyway. I believe that we can play Strategic Betrayal and then a long goodbye, especially if they don't have another creature. If they don't have another creature, that's the way to go. Okay, let's play a long goodbye on this one here. They will put a +1/+1 counter on the ice too. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, but we can do this again. Let's destroy their creature here. Let's see if they are going to protect again. No, they didn't. Let's use Strategic Betrayal. And great. Let's attack because they don't... Yeah, they have a haste creature, but it will not be a big problem. 2 more damage to their face, great. And I believe that we can win this game on the next turn. That's it, 1 more game, 1 more victory. Okay, we have 2 lands here. 2 spot removal. The low is not that good on the first hand. Let's begin with a Sunset Saboteur, and if they want to destroy it, they will have to discard a card. Unless they use, of course, Strategic Betrayal or something like this. Yeah. Of course. Let's play a Swamp and a Holy Annex, so we can have some card advantage. Ruthless Negotiation, what we can lose. Lewis is the high cost, so no problem. Let's play the Preacher of the Schism, and if they want to destroy my Preacher of the Schism, great, because I don't want them to use spot removal on my demon. Okay, another Strategic Betrayal. Let's transform here. It will enter step, but at least we get 2 life back. Elegy Acolyte, great. Now it's my turn to exile some stuff here. Let's use the Strategic Betrayal. I believe that's a good choice here. Let's attack. 3 damage to the face. And now they get what? 4 more damage. And I get 2 cards. Ketramose. Nice, we have Archenemy's Charm here to get rid of your Ketramose. I believe that now it's the moment that you leave the game. That's it, 1 more game, 1 more victory. Okay, just 2 lands. Yeah, let's hope that we find a 3rd land here on the next draw, or at least in the next 2 draws. Yeah, we got 1 here, so it's not so bad. We can play everything that we have in hand. Shocking Sharpshooter. Yeah, we need 2 Use a long goodbye here before we take 2 damage. Then we can go for a Preacher of the Schism to avoid their attacks. Great. Tapped land. Actually, we can play now a Tragic Trajectory and a Sunset Saboteur. Enduring Innocence. They have to discard a card if you want to kill my creature. Okay, they didn't. I can attack without being blocked. And what can I do? Yeah, I will just attack. With a +1/+1 counter. Fire and Magic deals 1 damage to each creature. Let's destroy your creature as well. Great. Okay, a Preacher of the Schism. So we can increase the pressure. If we get another land, we can play the Ritual Chamber. Okay, what are you checking here? Just play a creature that has power 2 or less and draw a card. There is no mystery. Oh, this is a creature. This land becomes a 2/2 red and white ox creature until end of turn. Interesting. Let's attack. If they want to block, just fine for me. Okay, no problem. Let's play a swamp, and we can play another Preacher of the Schism, or we should have some card advantage. Yeah, I will go for the card advantage. Because Preacher of the Schism will create some tokens to me, so I can use to block. Because I will have less life than them. And we have enough mana here to play the long goodbye. Okay, they still have 4 available mana. They can play a lot of stuff yet. 1 damage to... Okay, every time they cast a creature. Okay, they want to create a lot of hairy apparent here. Let's destroy here. And probably they will have Raise the Past or something like this to get all the creatures back and give a lot of damage. Let's play this demon here. And let's attack with all that we have. We need to finish the game as soon as possible. They have 2 creatures here that can cause 4 damage, 5 damage. 10 damage now. It's getting really dangerous. They can deal 10 damage now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 2, 10. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. They can increase the damage very fast. Okay, what's the point of doing this? Let's create the Soulstone Sanctuary here so we can get some life back. And we can increase here so we get more life back. Great, long goodbye. Let's do the same here. And then we can attack with all. We need to cause as much damage as possible. Okay, we are now up to 24. Great. Yeah, they just lost the game. Good game. They will deal 2 damage to me, but 3 damage, whatever. No blocks. No problem at all. Now we just attack. We don't need the 2. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.